What's going on, YouTube? Taz Flash here, and today I would like to get a few things off my chest. I've been trying, y'all. I've been trying real hard to get on a routine to do YouTube vlogs every day. I now have material to do my video to show you guys how to make the hood hats that I'm making. But it's been a little bit of a journey to get control over my house to where I can have a schedule to be able to do this. It may seem like, well, this guy just keeps on making excuses, keeps on popping up on the scene, and just fizzles off. That it's simple and easy to do YouTube channels, YouTube videos, I mean, and it's not. You have to take a big chunk out of your day and actually coordinate what you're going to talk about, make it interesting to everybody out there, have a point to it, not ramble off into a tangent. And it's really difficult to do controlled environment videos when you have to demand of everybody in your life that they not come around from noon to 5 just so that you can record 15 minutes of a video and wait 2 to 3 hours sometimes to upload 15 minutes. That sometimes takes over an hour to film if you're going to do something like a project video and actually record chunks of the project and splice them together to make a video like that. I have gone and downloaded so many apps on my phone just to be able to edit pictures and apply words into videos and do sound effects and all kinds of stuff for what comes next on my channel. But I can't implement all that with chaos under my roof. I can't give the quality content that I hold myself to a certain standard to supply. I don't want to be just putting out rant videos and irritating people with mindless dribble. My channel is a sort of therapy for me, and so it comes off that way a lot because I have a lot going on in my personal life, and I would much rather hold off from putting out mediocre garbage to you guys than to take the chance that I've got people walking around in the back of my video, or people playing Call of Duty in the background cussing and swearing it up, or many other things. I need focus. I need structure for this. And it keeps on going awry because I'm the only one in my life that sees this to be important. This channel is not important to anybody in my life but me. It is an imposition on everybody that tries to work with me in making life a lot easier around here. And it takes a lot of time away from other things that people feel should take precedence over this in my life. That's the issue. Everybody, for the almost 5 years I've been trying to get this channel up and going, has been giving me one reason or another why it should be on the back burner. This is what I want to do. I can't hold a 9 to 5 like everybody else. I can't operate on a higher level in business. I can't even own property in my own name thanks to our wonderful government that thinks that just because I'm on Social Security that, like, I can't fucking put my money away for 6 months and come up with the deposit to get myself into a mortgage so that I can build for something better. No, I can't find love because I can't progress to the next point in life like a man should be able to. When they get to know me, they realize I don't have jack shit. That I can't support them because of the very roadblocks that are put in front of me by the very people that give me a check every month so that I can get by. That system isn't built around helping me in any other way. It's a bandage over the problem. I could be in a mortgage. I could own a car. I could run my own business. But I can't do any of that without the money they're sending me. And I can't use any of that money towards building a better life for myself if I'm going to lose my check just for getting in a mortgage. Oh, well, you can afford a down payment to get into a mortgage, so you don't need Social Security. Where'd this money come from anyways? Yeah, by the way, you owe us that money. Because you can't prove that money didn't come from us. Okay, so if I do put my money away and save up and come up with $1,500 to put a down payment on a piece of property, then I gotta be homeless without my check because the government decided, oh, well, if you can't prove that money came from us, then we're going to cut your check off and make you prove that you don't have another extra income coming in. So I can't even go out there and take on side jobs with the skills that I was taught from my dad growing up doing construction and my mom with my art skills, and other people have influenced my life with so many other skills in my life that I could do so much with. But I have to walk on eggshells trying to work around the system to try and build my life. So if this is what I'm facing and it's not anybody else's issues to deal with but my own, and I gotta dig myself out of that hole, then who out there has the right to frickin' tell me that I don't have the right to be a hermit and to make my life about my YouTube channel and the little bitty projects that I can do to keep my mind off the fact that I'm gonna die alone? And it ain't because I ain't put the effort in to finding someone. It ain't because I ain't put the effort in to starting up a business. It ain't because I ain't put my effort in to any of those things. Or anything else anybody else wants to say I ain't done. So anyone that really knows me knows I've poured my heart into every little thing that I've tried. I've come up with a million different schemes to come up, to do better. And every time I let people talk me into what they think I should be doing. And let them talk me out of having confidence in my own plans, my own experiences. The very things that have made me me. So I don't feel bad that I have to kick everybody to the curb for 5 hours a day to make this part of my life. Because I so badly want it to be. Not just because I want to make a difference in people's lives without it destroying mine. Not just because I feel that I have something real to say and that I'm willing to put a part of me out there that can help people in such a bigger way than that knowledge has been able to help me. But to also understand how to apply that knowledge into my life, by having that outlet to talk about it and get it off my chest and tell y'all, like, it's horrible the life that I go through. No matter how good I get it, there's always another tornado or hurricane right around the corner waiting to rip me to shreds. And through it all, I do my best to persevere and to stand strong and to learn every lesson I can out of it. But sometimes the discombobulation in my brain has everything swirling about where it's just a mess. There's no making up or down of anything, let alone making sense of it all. So it's easier for me to sit here and create a routine in my life that helps me understand it all. Helps me put me back to who I really am. And so many times in my life I've lost sight of who that is. And what parts of that is because of where I come from. And what parts of that is from people that affected my life. And what parts of that I just let in and habit because people around me are like that. And it helps me separate the fun parts of me that may not necessarily be me, but I've embraced them so long that, like, they have become a part of me. To embracing the real fabrics behind who I am. The layers of love and understanding and humility that have been peeled back to this hardened stone that refuses to put my heart out there anymore. Because at this point in my life, it's a choice, a decision between two parts of my life. Either I'd buckle down on one or the other. And I can't do them both. I can't love and build the foundations in my life that will support the family that love will create. I can't fight for it to gain that family and build that foundation that it needs to exist. And I can't expect people out there that have their lives together. They can afford gym memberships, and they can afford an apartment that has a working bathroom and a shower, and they can afford clipper sets so they can be maintenanced and feel good about themselves, and have people reflect that back to them. Walking around feeling like a bum because the very small things that I took for granted before I wound up on the streets dealing with real struggles, realizing that the things that I lacked back then were so small, and it hurt so bad that I didn't have them, but they were so small. Because the things I did have back then that made my life so easy, that some of y'all still have, don't matter. I don't get the luxury of medical insurance anymore, because some douchebag in the Social Security office made a mistake on my paperwork, changed my birth date. Now when I go in to try and apply for Medicaid, they reject me, saying that that's not my right information, that I need to present my proper information. What happens when I go back to Florida to replace my Social Security and birth certificate? Yeah, I have to leave here. I have to leave Colorado and go back to my hometown just to get my birth certificate and my Social Security card so that I can get a state ID here and not be carrying around this passport that reminds me of the person I got it for, that lived in Canada. We were together for about 4 years, and she passed away of cancer about 3 years ago. I got this passport so that I can go meet her in person for the first time. And she drugged me along for 3-4 years on all her insecurities about why she didn't feel safe letting me pay her way to come meet me. I went and got the passport to prove to her that I'm willing to go the distance. And I was willing to pay for her passport, pay for her tickets to get here, pay for the food, everything. I was homeless at the time. I was throwing away my SSI on frivolous bullcrap. I would have been more than happy to pay all that to bring her here so she could see the way I live, so that she could make that decision for herself if that is what she wants for her life. And all she had to do was take my money, go get her passport, go get her plane ticket, fly to Florida, and meet me. And spend a weekend living my life with me. And then I would have went all the way to her and stayed with her. I'm willing to go that distance. No one can't tell me my heart is not ready for love. It's the closed-mindedness of the condition of how people think in this world nowadays. I can't come and meet you unless you're willing to give me $50 for gas. Even though that $50 is going to wind up you short for rent and you're going to be homeless. And I could easily give up my gym membership for 1 month so that I can afford to come and see you. To see that you've been real with me about how you live. That you're not hiding this secret life. That you're not some rich dude that I think you are and behind the scenes. It's paranoia. Too many people have been hurt and struck by the system. By assholes that are out there just looking to get laid. Damn all the consequences that they put on everybody else's heart. That they carry for the rest of their life. Well, all you get to carry for the rest of your life is another notch on your belt. More bragging rights to your homies. More kids in this world with worthless fathers that breed more assholes like you. Because they weren't raised with real men, showing them what a real man is. I was raised by a real man. He may have had his drinking problems. He may have had his rage issues. He may have had a fuck ton of his own problems from his own childhood. But that man, even though he didn't know how to show it, knew how to love. He took a family of 5. My mom and my 4 sisters and me. 3 at the time. 3 sisters and me at the time. And he took us in. And he raised us like his own. Even though he begged my mom for 15 years to take his hand in marriage. And she rejected him every time. He worked every day of my life. His day off was probably like Christmas, where he'd take half the day off and spend Christmas with us in the morning, and then take off in the middle of the day and go fix someone's cabinets or something, and come back at 8 o'clock at night and have Christmas dinner with us. That was what a day off to my dad looked like. And he didn't work in the office, or he didn't work a deep fryer. He didn't talk to judges for a living. He went out there and put callus on his heart, mind, and soul. Not to mention his hands and the rest of his body. Laying brick, expanding and building houses, gutting and restoring them. Making gazebos and building clubhouses and repairing shit for the city. That's the kind of man that breeds real men. The kind of man that takes his scotch straight, puts some fucking hair on his chest. He goes home and puts everything he makes, not a percentage, everything he makes into his family, whether he brought them into this world or not. He doesn't cry about not having more comfortable shoes. He doesn't cry about half the shit this fucking pansy-ass generation has been gentrified into fucking thinking is important. I'll tell you what's important. If you can hold a roof over your head, keep food in your fridge, keep the lights on, keep your phone on, and still put your heart out there to your loved ones. That's what matters. That's what makes you a man. You walk through this world, through this life, with your head held high, putting love out there to everybody and respect to everybody. Never walking on nobody. Never taking out of nobody else's pocket. Never using your woman. Never letting her feel lesser than anybody else in your life. It's my prerogative to decide how my life runs. Whether I'm helping 5 people, or 20 people, or just one, or just myself. It's my life to decide and determine. Not y'all's. And I'll do with it as I please. If I want to sit here and build furniture or make hats and record videos while I do it, or work on my bike and not be social with the community and let my heart heal, that's me. Everybody that knows me knows when I get back to me, I'll be right back out there, loving on every last one of them. Because I'm that real man. And I know what it takes to be that man. And I know what it takes to be me. And so what? I'm a little shy of being that guy right now. None of y'all got the room to judge. Because it's me that holds me together. It don't depend on y'all. I could walk away with my check and my bike and my bike trailer and what little bit I can carry behind me, and I could walk away. Just like I did in Florida. I know I can. So don't anybody out there act like I'm obligated to shit. I'm not obligated to give y'all my heart. I choose to because that's who I am. And now, I choose to get back to me and stop letting everybody drain who I am dry. Because it takes a lot to put that out there into the world. And to keep on doing it as long as I did in this city. And I need that time. Damn you or anybody else that wants to determine how that time is going to go down. My heart will determine that. I've followed it my whole entire life, and I'm still breathing because of it. And won't nobody from this point on deter me from its path. Because I know the only reason why my plans didn't work out is because I took less faith in myself than I did in other people telling me how I should be and what I should do and how it should go. No more. It's my life to determine, and I'll live it. And I will be free of tyranny of people telling me how I should be. And when that time comes, I will finally find real love. Because I will have all the things in my life that really matter. That will make me the man that I know I am. Lacking some things doesn't make me less that man. Just makes me more hungry to get it. And I'm tired of having people around me that ain't hungry to get it too. So if you ain't showing me that you're hungry to get it, then you can leave. Every bit of my life you can leave. Because I'm done being held back by people that leech from my hard work. My hard work is there to build something bigger. And when that something bigger is here, I will be able to do so much more. I'm tired of doing the bare minimum. I know I'm worth more. And I know the community that I love and care about here is worth more than what I can give you. So I'll sit back and build me. Replenish the love in my heart that fueled all the acts, whether people want to think were malicious or not. They were all based out of love, and I meant well. I have to replenish all that and take all the lessons that I got out of all my failures while I was out there recklessly bleeding for the city and make myself better for next time. So y'all want to know why my channel is so important to me? That's why. This is my journey back to me. Back to the man I should be. And up to the man that I've never been able to fulfill. Don't care what anybody thinks about these videos. I cherish the people that are touched by them and are moved by them. And I absolutely would love to talk to you guys and get some input so I can make them better. So that I could reach more people. So that I can have a better understanding in my life. What's really needed to pull it together. So, take this journey with me. Learn from it what you can. Even if you have to get on here and tell me that I'm being ignorant and stupid, and put me in my place. I'm humble enough to handle it. But I need to know that this is where it should be. And right now, I know it's not. Take the journey with me and watch me grow back to who I am and further beyond. Life is never done until your last breath is gone and that light takes you up or down.